Hey there folks, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. And we are coming up on that time of year where I do an Extra Life fundraiser. What is Extra Life? For those of you who don't know, Extra Life is a fundraiser similar to a marathon or a whatever thon, except it's a game day, 24 hours of gaming. This can be tabletop games, can be, playing sports, whatever. In my particular case, I do video games and I live stream the whole thing for 24 hours. And the whole point is to have folks pledge donations to raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. They do a lot of great work with the money. I particularly support the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital in Portland, Maine. Eastern Maine Medical Center does have their own Extra Life now. They've been doing that for a couple of years now. I just found out it not too long ago, but I'm going to stick with BVCH. I've got some personal connections there. I've got some family who have taken advantage of the services there, and some close friends who have whose kids have been there. They do a lot of great work. You should check out the hospital, and then when you're done checking out Barbara Bush Children's Hospital, click on the link down below there in the video description to donate to my fundraiser. Game day this year is November 2nd, so I will be streaming November 2nd, probably from noontime until noontime the following day. I'm going to do the full 24 hours, and we will live stream the whole time. Not sure what I'm going to be playing. There's an update or a DLC for Dredge. I think I played Dredge for 24 hours a couple of years back, and so I'm going to do the DLC. I don't know how long that's going to take. The last one I think was it was less than 24 hours for sure. But I've also got Goat Simulator 3 that I haven't fired up yet. A couple of other little sandbox games. Just some fun stuff that'll hopefully keep people entertained. I don't think I'm going to try and make any progress on any of my other games that I'm playing right now, but who knows? We'll see what the day brings. Anyway, tune in, check it out. Live stream will be right here on YouTube. Again, donation link down below. And sometimes I like to sweeten the pot a little bit. I'm not really putting a donation challenge out there, other than I'll say this: I've set my fundraising goal at $500. Last year was a little bit shy of that. We only raised about $200 last year, which is my lowest fundraising year so far. Thanks for folks for coming in with the last minute donations there to help me get up to the $200 amount. I allow them to use my Twitter feed, and they send out the incentive tweets. Hey, I'm only so and so away from a free t-shirt. Look, folks, I'm not doing it for the t-shirt. I appreciate the fact that folks did the donations that got me up to the free t-shirt. I'm not a fan of putting out the swag thing, and don't get me wrong, like I said, I like the fact that they offer it, but it's not I feel like fundraising shouldn't be incentivized like that. But I'm not going to say no to a free t-shirt. Anyway, none of that makes any sense, and it's really awkward. I have mixed feelings about the incentives and advertising them. Like, hey, look at this thing I did, But anyway, doesn't stop me from wearing the shirts either. All right, so that was a waste of fucking time talking about all that, because nobody really cares, I don't think. But anyway, so we're not doing any sort of like incentive outright where I'm promising anything, but I will tell you this: if we hit the $500 fundraising goal, I'll come up with something to drink on camera that's unsavory. So I'm going to do a little preview of that tonight. Now, we all know what Jägermeister is. It's, some people love it, some people hate it, some people like me are kind of in the middle. I got to be in the right mood for it, but I don't necessarily dislike it. I'm just not, it's not my go-to. Not too long ago, actually not too long ago, many years ago at this point, I came across this at the New Hampshire liquor store, Hog Master. It's another herbal liqueur, and I thought maybe this was like a low-rent version of Jägermeister. And in some ways it is, because it's an herbal liqueur, but in other ways it is not, because it tastes completely different. So we're just going to go ahead and check them out. We're going to use the heavy shot, because I got to have that ballsy thing out there for doing things like this. Now, I'm not going to fill this all the way because the heavy shot is like 2.5, I think it's 2.5 times the size of a regular shot glass. And I'd like to be able to get this down without choking on it. So, we're going to do, oh my God, it smells like old school cough medicine. And not like the fruity, tasty, well, some not tasty cough medicine either. I mean, it's got a hint of the licorice, like Jägermeister, but there's something else, something like floral and herbal in there that I can't quite put my finger on it, and it's even slightly minty. Not the same as Jaeger. At the same time, it's got kind of a lighter taste to it. A little bit more. Let's at least get as much in there as we had of the other one. And then, of course, there's Jaeger. No surprises there. It's actually less harsh and less complex than the Hogmaster. Fucking Hogmaster. So here's the part that you knew was coming. We're going to go about 50-50 here. I am definitely just eyeballing this because there are, as I spill, thank you, surface tension. No need to waste that. I don't think I've ever done this before. I may have mixed the two with other stuff, but I've never done a direct combo, if I remember right. Give me a second. I'm working up to it. Balls out, boys. Tastes like fucking carpet shampoo. Like, and then it comes back up on you in the aftertaste. I don't know what to compare that to. The only thing I can think is anise. I don't think there's anise in any of this, either of these. Anise is used to make absinthe and certain gins. No. Anyway, anise is a spice. If you ever deal with like giant 50-pound bags of it, yes, I'm giving away some of the work I've done in my life, and you wind up with the dust in the air from handling giant bags of anise all day, what happens is that dust gets cloying and it gets into your lungs, it gets in, it coats your tongue and it covers your taste buds. Everything tastes like anise for the rest of the day, especially sweet stuff. So if you have like a Mountain Dew sitting nearby, or you have one for lunch, every time you swig that Mountain Dew, all you taste is anise. And yes, I'm doing a play on words. I got anise in my mouth. My tongue is covered in anise. It tastes like anise. Anyway, this stuff's probably hitting me harder and faster than I'd like to admit. That whole spiel is proof of that. But anyway, that was awful. I wouldn't recommend doing it. But if we hit that $500 fundraising goal, maybe I'll break out the Jägermeister cold brew and a little something else and see if we can make Hogmaster palatable. I don't know. We'll see. But it'll be interesting. It'll be worth tuning in for, if nothing else, to see the expression on my face. Hopefully. Donate, folks. Donate hard. Donate fast. Let's get up to that $500 fundraising goal. And whether you donate or not, tune in on November 2nd for game day. I'll have some fun. And by the end of the 24 hours, I will be significantly loopy because I usually am. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the 2nd. Cheers.